and gentlemen, I am back with another video, and this time this video is going to be very important. It's important to me and everybody, especially for people who are into retro gaming and all that. I know I may not seem like I'm the gaming type, but you know, who is the gaming type? I mean, everybody is a gamer in their own sort of way. I mean, if you look back at it, back in the day where I was a little kid and everything, I used to play Atari, I used to play Nintendo, I used to play Super Nintendo, I used to play the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis. I played all of them. I even played Dreamcast. I played the Dreamcast. It was an alright system. I played 64, played PlayStation, PS2, Xbox 360, late PS3, and I've played the PS4. I've played all types of systems altogether. But what this is right now, it's about GameStop's wanting to buy and sell retro game consoles and games. Now, from what I've read and heard from other people say that, you know, they're going to, buy the consoles and games and your cartridges and all that at a cheap price, and they're going to sell them. They're going to buy them at a cheap price. They're going to send them off to a plant. They get it refurbished to make it brand new, and then they're going to sell them on their online store. And the thing that I don't like about that is why would you want to get into this type of business of buying old retro gaming consoles and games and sell them on your store when you could sell them in person at your actual store itself? Because if you're going to sell them online, people aren't going to go to GameStop online to buy a Nintendo or a 64 to pay that price online, when they just go on eBay and pay the price on there because it's going to be a lot cheaper. Because they don't want to, in terms of ripped off and everything. I mean, but the thing is though, is I know people that have problems with GameStop, and especially with those credit cards that they have. People try to go buy the credit card, go apply for a credit card through them, and, they get it, and all of a sudden they're also getting a bill for it. But how can you pay for a bill when you haven't even got the card, and you didn't even make any purchases on it? Or if you did make a purchase, how can you, that type of stuff doesn't make sense to me. And the other thing that, it's just, the other thing that doesn't make sense to me as well is, like I said, if they're going to do this business of selling retro games and consoles, they need to sell them in stores. I mean, there's stores around here where I'm at that, they sell retro games. They sell a whole bunch of them. And they sell consoles too, but not as much because retro gaming is getting back into play right now. And what's actually being sold is a third-party system. And I do not like the third-party systems. Everybody else likes third-party systems because, they can play all the games on there at once. But I don't like that. If I want to play a game, I'm going to play them on the Nintendo or the Sega or whatnot. I'm going to play the game on the actual system itself because I know it's safe. And I know I'm not going to, not get screwed of what I'm playing on. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, there's the thing called the Retron 5. Everybody knows about the Retron 5. The Retron 5 is a system to where you play Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Famicom, all the Game Boy games on there. Plus, if you put in the adapter in the Sega port, you can play, from what I remember, you can play Sega Master System's games on there. And the thing about that is everybody likes it because it's a emulator console, and you can do save states because you can go on some games on the old systems. Yeah, you can pause it and you can save your game, but other games you can't. The only way that you can actually play the game to beat it, if you want to play a game to beat it, and you have to go away, you have to stop and shut the game off, and as soon as you turn back on, you're starting from the very beginning. So the only way that you can actually get a chance to beat the game is you got to play it all the way through, which Granted, I understand that that's what the Retron 5 does. It's where you can stop and pause and go back to the spot you was at before on that system. And yes, I understand that, you know, the graphics may be better, the sound may be better, but still, it's the chance of what it's a faulty, in my eyes, it's a faulty system. So what? Because yeah, the old systems they can break down, but this is made to support all the systems at once. As far as the games of all systems at once, compared to a game for its own system. And you know, I'm not a big fan of the Retron 5, not at all. I'd rather have the actual system itself. And like I said, there needs to be an actual, because GameStop I doubt is going to do this because they're obviously wanting to sell online, but there needs to be an actual store where you can go in and you can actually buy actual systems. You can buy the actual games itself, because then you can, you know, relive your childhood. Say, hey, there's a game that I used to play when I was a kid. I want to play that again. There's a system I used to play that I haven't played in a long time, and it's stuff like that that, you know, makes me as an adult, makes me happy to be a kid again. So in conclusion to this, I think what GameStop is doing is not a good idea. If they can get their mindset straight on what they're doing and fix it to where they can actually do what's right, then it can be good. But you know, until then, they need to think about what they're doing. But until next time, guys, I will see you later.